And tell the world why you need a CSU coin and patch.
Well, because for one, I may not be a Panther fan, but I'm still a Carolina super fan united.
Amen,
Okay.
sister.
And I need a patch. I have a patch dress, so all my super fans that have a patch, they're on my dress. So I'm trying to fill the back of my dress up. So anybody out there that's a super fan that have a patch, inbox me because I need the patch so I can fill the back of my dress up.
You heard it from the fan herself. Harley Phinn said, "Bringing the patches. Bring the patches."
Biggest thing for the team, I just need them to be open-minded. Don't be defeated because Tyreek isn't there. Because they have to remember, you got to be a team regardless. We see injuries week after week after week.
Fans United as well. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for tuning in, Miss Lady. And then we got, let's see who else we've got. Got other people in there. I'm going to say shout out to hello, Rochelle White joining the show. Hey, lady. Thank you so much for joining the show. Jump in there with the comments. We're about to chop it up here soon. We got fins or claws this weekend. A lot of stuff going on. We've got our next guest I'm about to bring up here in just a second. She is awaiting backstage. So everybody sit back and relax. We're going to go ahead and bring you up our next guest, beautiful, the one and only beautiful. And she's got a very story to tell of her own. I guess you guys already know who she is, Future Wooten. She is a super fan of the Dolphins. Yes, the Finns. Her name and persona is Harley Phinn. Everybody give it up for my next guest, Harley Phinn, the super fan of the Miami Dolphins. And I hope she is ready to get clawed up tonight. Come on in, lady. Come on in. Let's bring you upstage.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
Hey,
Hey.
welcome.
Well, thank you
Look
for inviting
beautiful.
me. I'm excited. Thank you. I apologize.
Yes,
I would have did
ma'am.
it from my phone so it'd be better, but my phone is acting crazy today. But hopefully you guys can see
It's
me okay.
okay. It is okay. How are you feeling?
I am good. I'm tired. Been a long day, but I'm excited. It's an awesome weekend. All the fans is coming to town. Every year we have what we call a fan fest game, and we go to one away game
Mm-hmm.
and one home game. They chose this
Mm-hmm.
as our away game, so we have over 400 Dolphin fans coming to Charlotte this weekend. So I'm excited.
What?
Yeah, so we're gonna take
Wait
over
a
a little bit.
minute
I'm home,
now.
but we taking over this weekend.
You guys are taking over. Okay, we're
we
gonna
taking
see.
over this weekend.
We're gonna see. Well, you look gorgeous tonight. We
Well,
thank you so
thank
much for
you.
joining.
Thank you. Hey, everyone.
So we've named this Fins or Claws weekend.
Okay.
You know, tell us about your persona, Harley Finn. How long you been a fan? Um,
Okay.
what's your biggest memory of your Miami Dolphins fan
Ooh.
team?
Well, I became a fan in 1985 when Dan Marino got drafted. Of course, we didn't have the Panthers
85 all the
then.
way live.
Yeah, so we didn't have a Panthers. We didn't have a home team. So it was, hey, it originally started with Dan Marino and the colors because that aqua and orange was pretty. So back then I was like, oh, that's cute. And
Mm-hmm.
then of course my love for Dan Marino is how I became a Dolphin fan. I became Harley Phinn actually in 2016 before my father passed. I went to my first away game. My first Miami Dolphin game was actually away. I went all the way to Seattle, Washington, and
Uh-huh.
the shoes I bought, one was aqua and one was orange. And then so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do my lipstick like that. So the lipstick started there, and then as time progressed, I was actually gonna dress up as like a fairy, and I was gonna be Finn Fairy. And this guy called me one day. He was like, "You get on my nerve with your Harley Quinn looking self." I said, "You know what? I'm gonna do
Harley
that." And that's
Quinn.
how Harley Finn was born. So
That
then I
is
went with the half and
amazing.
half, and I have my Afro puffs. I have a wig, and all of that. And so it kind of grew from there. But that's how Harley Finn came about. Somebody called me Harley Quinn, joking because of my lipstick and my makeup. So I ran with it.
There you go. We love it. And you look so cute in all of your
Thank
giddy up and your
you.
outfit. We the last time I saw you was at the draft in Detroit. How have
Detroit,
you been
yes.
since then?
Oh, girl, life been lifing. um, had some setbacks in life. I still have a season ticket holder. I've only been to two games since Detroit. Um, and of course, most people don't know I am a minister, so God kind of pulled me back from it too. He's like, okay, I let you do what you do for a couple of years. I need you to pull back and do what I need you to do. So I had to pull back a little bit and do what He told me to do. So that's why I hadn't been as Harley finished and been all over because I had to do some things for the Lord. And but the year before, I had lost my job and I had lost my home. My mom
Mhm.
almost passed away, and so I had that moment of just like, ugh. And then that following year, God allowed me to. My mom paid for my first trip to go to the game, and I went to every home game that year. He allowed me to go to the draft in Detroit, so he allowed me to have that year before he pulled me back. He's like, okay, I'm gonna let you go do this and this, go where you are. I went to the Pro Bowl. I went to the draft. I did all these games, um,
Mhm.
and wasn't working. I don't know where the money came from, but he made a way. But I guess he already knew what his plan was, and so at that point, I just it's in the following year. So that's what it was. But outside of that, I'm good. I'm great, and um, let God do what He do. But I'm gonna. It's God and the Dolphins. That's how it works. I love my family,
Is-
but God and the Dolphins. That's where we
well,
at.
like you said, you went through some things. We all got to go through some things, and we're so happy that you went through them, and you're here where you are now. And the blessing is that you're a minister and you're doing what you love doing. You're doing you're ministering to people, and you're also being a fan of your favorite team. So you have all the blessings. And so we're so glad that you're here and looking forward to seeing you on
Yes, I'm excited
Sunday.
to see everybody because I hadn't seen everybody, but I know the Lord probably gets tired of me praying. I'm like, Lord, can you please let us win the game today? I know He probably like, look, I'm tired of
Well,
you asking me about them
can
Dolphins.
you pray for us to win the game too, there, minister?
Listen, my pastor, the Sunday y'all beat Atlanta, my pastor said before we turned out of church, he said, Lord, please let the Panthers win today. And y'all destroyed Atlanta. So y'all owe my pastor, thank you.
I
He
mean, ain't
prayed that
nothing
Sunday
wrong with
right before
saying
we
a
turned.
prayer for the opposing team.
Huh?
There's nothing wrong with saying a prayer for the opposing team. Isn't that right, Rochelle? Rochelle,
Right.
say hi, Finn.
Hey Rochelle, how are you? Yeah, so Pastor is a Eagles fan, but his whole family is Panther fans too. So that Sunday he prayed. He's like, Lord, we need the Panthers to win today. So, but yeah,
Okay.
y'all the home team. I still root for the Panthers when we not playing. Y'all always gonna be the
You
home
do.
team.
You
But
do.
yeah, y'all gonna lose Sunday. Just to let y'all know.
Hereby. You are a good sport. I will say that. Felicia Fuller, aka Soldier Girl, says, Amen, Minister Harley Finn.
Thank
Hands
you.
up.
Thank
And then we
you.
got Marisha Jackson saying, Hey, Harley Finn, you got some
Hey
fans on here,
Marisha.
lady.
Yes, hey.
Hey.
But I'm
Well, let
excited. I
me
know it's gonna be
introduce
a
you
good
to
game.
yes, it's going to be a great game. We're going to have some fun. It's not going to be too hot. The weather's going to be great. We're going to talk a little bit about what we need to do together. What we're
Okay.
going to do as fans. We're going to invite you to our tailgate. And I know that you guys got a whole lot of things going on. I already have the schedule as
Right.
far as what's going on with the Finns. So we're going to kind of see what we can do. I invited you and Doll Freaky and Security Freaky Security to our tailgate.
Okay.
So hope we see you guys there. But let me
Absolutely.
introduce you to Carolina Chaos. I'm pretty sure you already know who he is,
I
right?
don't actually. I've seen him. I've seen his pictures, but I haven't physically actually met him. When I was, I'm still a part of y'all, but not a part of y'all, so to speak. So when we were all together, I know I mentioned him, and we had some stuff that I saw, but I don't. I've never actually like met him. Met him.
Well,
Well,
there
how
you
you doing?
go. You got Harley Finn. Let's introduce you to Carolina Chaos. Carolina Chaos. I'm going to introduce you to Harley Finn, and there you go.
Hey, how are you?
I'm sorry, pick the losers weekend.
What did he say? Said it
We
again.
be, we could be friends until Sunday. Then after that, we gotta be on the opposite sides.
Got you. That's cool. We're fine.
We are gonna always be friends, no matter what, win, lose, or draw, because there's something special about being super fans, right?
Exactly. It's a family.
It's about the fellowship, the fun, and the just the food, of course, but the fun, the fellowship, and the togetherness. And
Absolutely.
we are fans of fans. So what that tell us, Harley Finn, coming in, I don't know what you guys' schedule is right off, but I do know who for you because I'm an Alabama fan. Roll Tide, I know who you got playing for you.
Right.
What do you think the fans need to do coming into our layer to get the dub?
I think after the game the other night, I think, you know, a lot of people are upset, Tyreek is out for the rest of the season and may not be back next year either. Um, but I felt, well, in my personal opinion, he hadn't really been living up to his hype the last year or so anyway. But I felt like him going out allowed them to be able to open up and get the ball to other folk because that's why we end up playing a lot better. I don't feel like they felt as stressed of having to give him the ball. Okay, when you have a superstar, you have to be forced to say, okay, we need to make sure he get his numbers or whatever. But I feel like after he went out, that allowed the ball to be able to move around. They opened up. They were able to play a lot better. So I think coming here is just keeping that momentum from the last game. It just, Tua paying attention and not just throwing the ball anywhere. Because he been having
Right.
his moments just getting rid of the ball and not taking any unnecessary hits. Um, and that's it. But I think that's going to be our biggest thing is keeping the ball open and getting those new targets he's not used to having and getting used to that.
Yeah, I know he just had surgery. Didn't he complete surgery last week? This past week?
Yeah.
You talking about Tyreek?
Yes.
He actually had to have another surgery after that. So he torn his ACL, some ligaments, and a bunch of stuff. So like his leg is destroyed basically. I don't even think in my honest opinion, from what they said, I don't think he's gonna come back at all.
You don't think he's gonna come back this season?
I don't think he's gonna be back next season either. I think he's gonna probably go ahead because they said it's really bad.
Mm.
The last report they said that they thought he would be ready for the 2026 season, but the last because when he had to have another surgery, they said they don't think he'll even be back for 2026 season, and he only had 2 years
Okay.
left in his contract. So to be honest, if he does come back to football when he get ready to come back, I don't think he'll be a Dolphin.
Hmm. So how is Tua doing? So we're gonna send out our prayers to Tyreek Hill. We all know who he is, but how is Tua doing? I say roll tide, because he did come from Alabama. And then you do have Jalen Waddle,
Jalen
also
Waddle.
wide receiver from Crimson Tide. But I'm just saying, how are they doing?
Well, he just got elevated to wide receiver one, which was never should have been him even changing because he was wide receiver one before Tyreek got there, and he
Right.
was doing a good thing. But now I feel that I open up some
Hmm.
things. So he's been doing good. He's had 1,000 yard seasons every year since he's been there. Um, Two on the other hand, he's doing good. Just pray he stay healthy. Like he did some unnecessary running on the other night, but he did good. He remembered to slide. He remembered to get down and things of that nature. So if he can just, our biggest issue has always been our offensive line. Since I've been a fan, offensive line, even when Dan Marino's playing, has always been an issue. So until Miami put the money on the offensive line, it's not going to change anything. He's going to have to run around. And he did. They did it with Tannehill. They did it with all of them that has played since then. But yeah,
Yeah.
so just going into it being open minded and just getting those new targets.
Well, I want to ask Chaos about this because the defense on our side, we was not looking too good in Foxborough. What's going on with the defense, Chaos? What do you think we need to do? Because they gave up so many points out there in Foxborough. I thought I just needed to reach for a drink.
Like you said, I think we need to stop them. We need JC Horn to stop the outside. We need their inside linebackers to watch for that run. We need to contain Tua. He's a good passer,
Yeah,
but he's got some legs on him. So
got to contain Tua,
yeah, gotta watch.
rush the
Gotta watch
passer.
Waddle. We gotta watch the Penguin.
And what about Jalen Waddle? What they need to do with him? Because you know how fast he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think Horn can cover him. I think Mike Jackson can help him out.
Cover three.
Well, you have to think about too. A Chain is the second fastest person on our team next to Tyreek, and then Jalen Waddle, and he's our running back, and he's been explosive since he's been there. So The biggest thing for y'all defense is being able to stop our run game. I mean, we
Yeah.
don't really have a big run game, but when we get it going, it gets going. So the biggest issue is being able to stop the run. Cause Tua gonna throw all day. That everybody say Tua don't have a weak arm, but Tua can really throw. So, but
Yeah.
the biggest issue is stopping them from running. So if the defense can't stop that, then that's gonna be the biggest problem is keeping A Chain under A Chain the one they're gonna have to. And then we got Waller that just came back and he balled out the other night.
Waller.
So
Oh,
yeah, from he used to
yes.
play for the Oakland.
Waller played
Yeah.
in New England too, didn't he?
I don't know, but he came from the Raiders when we after he came with us.
Okay, the
He
Raiders.
ain't played all last year, and he balled out the other night. And he's 6'6". He's a big boy, tight end. So
Hmm.
Tua now has a taller, bigger target that can take them hits and get up in the air. So it's really containing them two.
Mm. What do you think, Chaos? What are you thinking? They contain them big 6'2", 6'3" guys on our defense?
I think that we are very evenly matched. They have big weapons. We have big weapons. We have a good quarterback. They have a good quarterback. This comes down to play by play. You
Right.
know.
Play by play. I like that. Play by
It's
play,
really
like
the big. I'm honest with you. The biggest thing is coaching. You can have
coaching.
players that's gonna be there, but if the coach don't make the right
Mm.
call, that's the problem. And Mike
Yeah.
McDaniel has his moments. Our coaching sometimes is just like, why did you do that? We all see stuff differently than what they see, and be like, "Dad, he should have did this." But I think most people that's winning right now is they're winning because of coaching, not necessarily the team is playing good, but the coaching. When you being out coached by somebody, is the biggest thing that's going to have to be an issue for both sides. It's like, what is the coaching going to do?
Right. That's a
I,
good question.
I
It's
agree.
it's going to be it's going to be fun. Either way it goes, guys and girls, it's going to be fun because we're still going to be undefeated super fans no matter what.
Oh yeah.
I want to give you the invitation. We're going to be on the corner of South Graham and 3rd Street. So get there early and tell me what's going on with the Finns this weekend. I know Dog Freaky
Oh,
sent me the schedule, but what's going on? I know there's a
let
lot going
me,
on
because
according
I
to
don't
that
know
schedule.
all of it off the top of my head, but hold on, let me find it. Well, like I mentioned, this is our Fan Fest number 6. We have an event where all the fan clubs come to one away game. Last year they went to California. This year they decided to come to Charlotte. We have two Carolina. Well, there's multiple North Carolina Finns fan clubs. There's one in Winston Salem. The next biggest, we have the biggest one, which is in Charlotte. The next biggest fan club is in the Triangle area. So they have the Triangle Finns fans. So all of those fan clubs, California, Florida, all of them are coming here.
Okay.
It says, and now of course my phone
Let me
don't act
see.
right.
Let me see. Pull up mine because she sent me the big schedule, and I was like,
So I know tomorrow night we are going to some place. I'm in it, but I don't
well,
see
while we're looking at that
it.
chaos, we're gonna talk about real quick because I think you missed it. He went to Jacksonville with us. He kind of talked about his trip to Jacksonville. Can you
Okay.
reiterate your trip to Jacksonville? Because I don't think a lot of these fans in the comments were on as yet. Just real quick, reiterate how your trip to Jacksonville went.
I had a great trip. It was my first away game. It was a great experience. The cruise was awesome. The bowling was awesome. But hanging out with super fans was the best part. Getting to meet people that I see online in person. That was uh, that was a treat. The times at the hotel with other super fans like Catman Jr. and Mad Catta and Cat Daddy. That was real great. And seeing be able to say who Pink was and all them, it's like we're together in separate rooms. It was great.
We did. It was great. I'm glad you had a good time. He had his first away game, Harley Finn, so he was
Ooh, so
talking
you got
about
to
his
meet Nikki. Did
experience
you meet
going
Tally
there,
Jag?
coming all the way from Cali. He did.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
A long
How was
flight
your
was worth
meeting
it.
with Tally Jag?
What's that?
You asking me or him?
Chaos.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
How was your
What was the
meeting?
question?
How was your meeting with Tally Jag?
It was it was good. She was very how do I say it? She's very polite but still loved her team. We're
Absolutely.
friends, but my team's still the Jaguars. It was hot, so it was great.
She set the standard
Yeah,
as far as how to host super fans from out of town because
She does.
it almost makes you think like we got to get on our game as well because she actually came down to us during the halftime after we stood out there for a whole hour and a half in the inside due to the weather, but
yeah,
she came over there with her entourage and presented us with certificates as well as first time pins as well as
Wow.
another pin like veterans. Yes, he has his first pin. There you go. Let
Wow.
me take a
She
picture of
is
that real
awesome.
quick.
That was awesome.
The first time you've ever been to a game pin, which we thought was very great, wonderful. I'm gonna take a
That was.
picture of that real quick. Hold on. And also gave us some beads. And so it was fun. We took a lot of pictures and everything. And I just thought it was really put together. And I just want to say again, shout out to Tally Jack for the excellent, outstanding job she did for just the hospitality was amazing. The tour, well, we also did a boat tour. We did, I think it was the Dazzling City Lights tour. It was really fun, really fun.
That's
it
cool.
was.
If
There
you
was.
ever want to go somewhere, she is the person to go with. Like I went to Detroit with her. I've been to
Yes.
Kansas City. Like she's not one of the people that's just gonna just go to the game. She's gonna be on tour. You think you on vacation? You going any and everywhere. So that's the awesome thing. They have a group called the Travel Buds, and they travel
Hmm.
all the time. And like I went with them once. Like the best weekend ever. Like so, if you ever want to go somewhere, call her. But I
Yeah, I
found the
will. I
schedule.
noticed that she was when they went to San Francisco last weekend, and she was posting so many different things, like different little events and stuff that they did. So it does sound like she could. She's a bit of a tour guide.
It is.
Yeah,
That's exactly what she is. Yes. So I
Shout
found the
out to you,
schedule.
Tally Jag, wherever you are, girl.
So
So before we get ready to wrap things up here, let's talk about the halftime show. I don't know if you know about this or not, but I'm going to go ahead and invite you, Harley Finn, to the halftime dance party. Are you aware of the halftime dance party?
no, I'm not.
Well, I want to see your face in the place, you and all your Finn fans, girl.
Okay. So what do
Come
we
on
do?
up to section 527. So you have exactly 15 minutes to shake what your mama gave you.
Okay.
We got the DJ up there. All the super fans will be collaborating up there, meeting up there, and it is so much. It's the best 15 minutes of your life. I tell you, I would
Awesome. Okay.
suggest that you start moving up there about 5 minutes before the half ends
Okay.
because you got to kind of walk from wherever you're sitting to get there. But looking forward to seeing you there as well. It's going to be a good
Absolutely.
time.
Absolutely. But I found the schedule, so I'm gonna give y'all this real quick and then we'll be done.
Okay.
So Friday evening, we're having a meet and greet at 8 o'clock at the Old Mecklenburg Brewery.
Hmm.
Saturday's main event begins at 4 p.m. and goes to 8. We will have a guest of honor, which is the future Hall of Famer number 78, Mr. Richmond Webb, from the Miami Dolphins. That's going to be at Platform Sports. That's on
Okay.
South Boulevard, the third floor. Um,
I know there's a lot going on according to that schedule.
yeah, and then Saturday, that's free for everybody. Sunday, we have a tailgate at 1024 South Mint Street, starting at 9. We have our DJ that's normally DJs at the tailgates in Florida. She's DJing. Two of the guys that always cook. Justin Charles, which is Finn Sticky, you know, his super fan, the one that wears the color. Keith Mahaffney. They will
Hmm.
be what we call it the perfect tailgate, perfect 72 because they're undefeated Dolphins. Tailgate, and then they supposed to be having a trip inside of Bank of America Stadium. I guess they're saying we all are. So you'll know because we're until Sunday as far as the team, but the fans are all wearing orange. So and there's over 400 Dolphin fans in one section that's gonna all have on
Oh
orange on
my
Sunday.
goodness. What? Wait a minute now. Before you, what section are you guys in?
I think
Is it a
508.
secret?
508.
508. Okay. I know exactly where that is. So you're not very far.
Yeah, so
Let's see,
508 will
508.
be in
That means you're going to
orange.
be on the left side. You're going to be on the side. Well, you'll be able to see them coming from the tunnel, so you're closer to the tunnel.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I can squeeze down bottom somewhere. Or somebody, a couple of family members got tickets. I'm trying to get them to give me a lower ticket. Listen, I don't like being up top. I don't even sit that high in Miami, so I feel some type of way. But I wanted to sit with everybody, so I'm gonna suck it up because I was really trying to get them tickets down bottom because I don't do too good up at the top. But
Well, I will invite you to my seat. You are so welcome to come over there. I'm in section 137, so
137.
I might have a seat empty for you. We'll have to play that one by ear, but I will let you know.
Well, let me know,
You
cause
will be
girl.
the first to know about it. Trust me.
Awesome. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see everybody because, like I said, I hadn't traveled in a year or so, so I haven't seen any of them other than on Facebook. I hadn't been to a football game in over a year, so I'm excited to, like I said, get to see because I see all of y'all all the time, and I don't know all of you guys one on one. I mean, I know you, I know Cat Daddy, I know what's his name? What's
Soldier
the other one?
Girl. You
Yeah, I
know
know
Soldier
her.
Girl, Cat Daddy, Mad Catter.
Matt Cat. Yeah, so I know him. I hadn't actually met him in person. So like we talk all the time, and then we talk in chat. So like I know Oak City because I met her. I met Doja Cat. Um,
Hmm.
I know you. So I met a lot of I met all the women. That makes sense.
City Kitty is on here. She's in the chat. I haven't seen her
Hey
drop a
girl.
chat, but she's actually watching. So
Yep.
shout
So
out
I
to
met
Oak
all of
City
them. I just
Kitty.
hadn't met any of the
Hmm.
guys. No, I did meet the other guy. What's the guy that wear the look like the scream mask? He wear the
Uh,
angel, death angel. What's his name?
Reaper.
They got
Carolina Reaper.
said it, the Reaper.
yeah, you definitely. He'll be there.
Yes, I met him, but that's it.
They will all be at the dance party. I can tell you that,
Awesome.
and
So
they
I
will
can get
all be
all the
at
pictures
the
I need.
tailgate.
Cool.
And then we do a after the game, we do a group photo meet and greet type thing, real quick meet and greet thing at the Sam Mills statue. So right after the game, if you have some time, bring yourself and your other super fans over, and we can get us a group photo. It's at the
What side of the is
Sam
that
Mills
the
statue?
is that the side by the parking deck?
Yeah, but if you go out and you go out of the section between 114 and 116, it's right there.
114 and 116. Go out
Yes. So,
there. Okay.
so it's going to be like a reunion for you and your fans,
It is. I'm
your Finn
excited.
fans. So
It is. And see,
wonderful.
we have a worldwide fan club weekend as well, where everybody goes to Florida, to Miami, and that's actually next weekend. And I won't be able to go to that because we have homecoming at church. So this is exciting that I
Mhm.
get to see all of them now because I won't be able to. And this will be my first time missing that. So hate that, but God come first.
Yes,
So, but that's next
that's
weekend too. Yep,
you're doing God's work.
absolutely.
We're so excited to see you. Chaos. Do you have any questions for Harley Finn?
I think so. How long have you been in ministry?
Oh, since 2009. And I'm gonna be honest, I stepped away for a little while. Me and my husband got divorced, and I just felt like, you know what, Lord, I can't be up here preaching when I got issues of my own. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like, and I shouldn't have thought about it that way, but sometimes, a lot of people take the ministry for granted and do what they want to do. But I felt like I needed that moment to kind of just step back for a little while. And, but yes, but since 2009, initially is when I did my initial sermon.
Okay.
That's amazing. I would love to hear you preach.
Absolutely. I posted one of them on. I actually preached for Mother's Day, at the church that I'm actually a member of now. I joined the Sunday I preached. I didn't want to join the church before I preached, so I waited till after I finished preaching and then I joined the church. But I preached for Mother's Day, and I'm actually supposed to preach the second Sunday in November if it's not changed for youth service. But I'm not sure yet. But
Okay,
I
well,
will
keep
let
me
you know.
posted on that. Might come over there and
Absolutely.
see what you're working with.
Absolutely.
I'd
Do
be
you have
interested
any questions
in
for
seeing that.
Carolina Chaos?
I think he was getting ready to say something. Now I'm sorry, Carol.
Oh,
You gonna
go
say
ahead,
something?
Carolina. Go ahead, Chaos.
I'd be interested in seeing those. when you're preaching.
Absolutely. Yeah, I got one that's already posted. I think it's on my YouTube page. I'll share it with you, and then
All
I'll
right.
let you guys know whenever I preach in November.
Yay! Definitely, I'd come out there and support.
Absolutely.
And listen, I didn't know your YouTube page was active because I would have tagged you on there. I tagged you on all your Facebook, and did you get those tags? Because I didn't
I
know.
think so,
I
but
would
I
definitely
listen.
tag you on your YouTube.
I run 3 pages because I work for a commissioner in Huntersville. She's running for re-election, so I have her pages. I have my pages. I do the social media for the church, so I have all their pages. So half of the time, I may not even be signed into my page because I could be on the church page, her page, and I don't see my notifications till I switch back. So like I have Facebook, TikTok, Instagram for her, my personal. Then I have my same 3 for my Harley Phinn. Then I have the same 3 for the church. So I'm managing like 10 different social media pages at one time, and my fitness group. So it's
Fitness.
biggest thing for the team. I just need them to be open minded. Don't be defeated because Tyreek isn't there. Because they have to remember you got to be a team regardless. We see injuries week after week after week. You have to be able to side one out and the next one come in, and nothing shows that there's no difference in the way the first person played to the second one. So, and like he said, just being positive, having that positive mind frame. Even when two are not playing, he's always cheering somebody on. Aqua and one was orange. And then so I was like, you know what, I'm going to do my lipstick like that. So the lipstick started there. And then as time progressed, I was actually going to dress up as like a fairy. And I was going to be Finn Fairy. And this guy called me one day. He was like, you get on my nerve with your Harley Quinn looking self. I said, you know what?
Harley
Quinn.
Quinn.
Let's do that. And that's how Harley Phinn was born.